going on YouTube? My name is Franklin Rich and welcome to Franklin's Easter Egg Hunt, the show where we look at all the hidden details, secrets, and things you might have missed. Today we're going to be breaking down my death. My inevitable and impending death. Now, for those of you following me on Twitter, you might have seen that back in June, I had the unexpected opportunity to speak face-to-face with death. Yes, that's right, the death. After a few friendly games of backgammon and a couple of strong Sazeracs, she offered to show me the last thing I'd see before I die. I was hesitant at first for obvious reasons. The repercussions of such insights are unsettling to say the least, but ultimately my curiosity prevailed and I agreed to prematurely bear witness to my last mortal moments. And so, she showed me this. Now this appears to be a damp brick walkway. You'll notice the moisture on the bricks reflecting the sunny skies above. I don't know where this is. I don't know when this will happen. It looks rather peaceful, but I gotta say, not entirely what I expected. Now when I saw this, I started asking myself 1,000 questions. How did I die? Did I slip on these pavers in my old age, potentially breaking my neck or rupturing my organs? Why does part of the fence look brand new while part of it still looks old? And what is going on back here in this garden area? But with this image, death provided a caveat. Because I was now aware of this future moment, reality had split into 27 possible outcomes, which means there were now 27 alternative ways that I could die. And any single one of them could be the real way that I go out. In theory, this does make sense. I could hypothetically spend the rest of my life avoiding any brick pathways I ever came across. Or maybe one day I get so fed up with life that I go looking for them. But to me, the most interesting factor was the seemingly arbitrary number of 27. So I proceeded to ask death, isn't 27 kind of low compared to the infinite quantity of alternate realities? And she replied with this interesting statement. Life itself may be unpredictable, but your life isn't that unpredictable. Ouch. Kinda seems like a dig, doesn't it? Well, we are gonna go through all 27 of these fatal moments, breaking them down one by one, looking for little clues and details as to what's happening, how I might have died, and maybe even when. But first, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, don't forget to ring that bell for more Easter egg hunting content, and leave a comment down below for a chance to win a free PS5. Details about the giveaway and links to our merch are down in the description. And now, with that out of the way, let's jump into these 27 deaths. Kicking things off, this first image is definitely more like the standard kind of dying moment that I expected. One of several unfamiliar ceilings. Honestly, it's kind of a relief that I don't recognize this ceiling fan or anything about this location. Not a whole lot of information to go off of, but there is something nice about the ambiguity. Now this next one required some investigation. So here we clearly see some sort of small road on a riverfront. Took some time to narrow down the location, but I eventually discovered that this bridge is none other than the Buckman Bridge in Jacksonville, Florida. Now this bridge connects the Mandarin area to the town of Orange Park. The only street with this kind of vista is River Road, and after doing some Google Street Viewing, I found the exact signage sitting across from a retirement complex called Moose Haven. I did it, guys! I made it to retirement! But this victory was cut short when I discovered something ominous. You see, most of these other deaths were from the POV of either lying down or lying in a bed, but this was from a standing angle. This does unfortunately open up the possibility that I either might have died suddenly while standing, or maybe I got impaled on that very spiky fence. Ouch. Moving on to our next death, we find ourselves, strangely enough, at a Whataburger. Now, for those of you who don't live in the southern parts of America that have these restaurants, Whataburger is a fast food chain that's kind of known for these iconic orange stripes. I'll be honest, this one was kind of a shocker for me. I don't particularly care for the Whataburger burgers, there's just too much mustard. But in this, it looks like I might have just ordered some fries and a drink. Not sure why no one in this dining room seems to notice my fading corpse. This man in the vest and fedora should be calling 911 instead of reading whatever book he's reading. Strange. Moving on, here we get another unfamiliar ceiling, this time in a bathroom. Kinda seems like I slipped in the shower. Maybe should have turned the lights on. The skylight provides some nice ambiance, but it's clearly not the safest way to navigate wet floors. Next! All right, I know we're all thinking it. Did I take the terrible plunge from the top of 20 stories? Well, it's kind of hard to say. This is the BB&T building in downtown Jacksonville. Not sure I'll ever score a job as a banker, so the likelihood of getting access to that roof is pretty low. Here's another fun one for speculation. These are definitely railroad tracks. Now, I don't think I'm in the position that one would be in if they were hit by a train. I theorize it's more likely that I jumped out of a moving train. Falling on these rocks would cause some serious damage. It is a pretty gnarly way to go. Kinda makes me wonder what might have been going down on that train. Here's one that looks pretty conclusively to be a car accident. I think what's most interesting about this one is that the car isn't totaled. The dash is fully functional and the turn signal still blinks. At the very least, we can tell that this is not in a garage. This happened on the road, in the rain. I'm gonna assume this is pretty far into the future because right now I cannot afford a car that nice. And in this next one, we find ourselves back at a different Whataburger. This is still really strange. I seriously never go there. It looks like I'm waiting on food or a shake or something. There's 82 cents on the receipt, but that doesn't give us enough information to deduce what I ordered. Let's move on. Okay, all right, this is definitely a juicy one. It took me a couple seconds to realize that that is in fact an arrow sticking out of the left side of my face. That is wild. I'd like to assume that it was an accident, but I mean, just look at that accuracy. I mean, it's right there in the face. So I spent some time scouring the background and I did catch a figure who stands up and then darts out of view. Hopefully this is someone trying to get help and not someone fleeing the scene of a murder. Can't really make out any features besides white skin and dark hair, so that doesn't really narrow it down. And next we have a low angle of a hospital building. I know the irony is far from lost on me. This is the west end of St. Vincent Ascension on Belfort Road. The ER is actually on the north side of the building. Oops, so close yet so far. Not much else to discern from this except for, wait, what? The next few are pretty similar to each other. They're all stair-related deaths. Seems like I had a lot of bad luck with these across the multiverse. Here we have a view from the bottom of a set of very homely stairs. Here's the bottom of some outdoor concrete stairs. Here's the bottom of an up escalator. That must have been fun to fall down. It's almost as embarrassing as this one where I didn't even make it to the stairs before I died. But thankfully we have another unfamiliar ceiling to help balance out the anxiety. Never thought I'd be so relieved to see a ceiling fan. Moving on. Oh my God, it's another frickin' Whataburger. Why do I keep dying at Whataburger? I swear to God, I never go there. I've only been like twice in my entire life, and both times through the drive-thru. Way too much mustard on the burgers. This isn't even funny. I'm genuinely distressed by this. Does this happen to other people, or is it just me? Thankfully, we do get more ceilings. This one might be in a hospital room. This one's clearly outside. This one's got booze in it. I'm not gonna read too much into that. Now, this kind of looks like a metro entrance to some sort of building. It's hard to say specifically where this is, but if we keep a close eye on the left side of the frame, we can actually see this motherfucker walk past. Who is he? Why does he keep showing up when I die? This, I'm not even sure what this is. It looks like a bathroom ceiling, maybe. Either that or like the bottom of an underlit guillotine. Oh, but this one I recognize because this is my bathroom at my place, the one that I use now. Yeah, those are all my toiletry items that you see there. That's my razor and my toothbrush and my little thing of toothpaste. And that's pretty much the exact same amount of toothpaste that I had left this morning. Moving on. See, this one's pretty cool because I'm clearly the victim of a car pedestrian accident. You'll notice that their hazard lights are still on. It's nice to know that they didn't speed away. They stopped to acknowledge the vehicular manslaughter that they committed. And this one's only a slight variation on the previous. Pretty much same scenario, only this time the car is fire truck red. Pretty cool. As we near the end, I gotta say, this one's my favorite. As you can see, it's a lovely little view on the sands of the beach. This is exactly what I want my final moments to be like. Serene, peaceful, beautiful. I really do hope I go out this way. If I had a choice, at least a multiple choice of 27, I'd probably choose this one. Something I noticed while doing this was that most of these deaths, as far as I could tell, all happen in or around my hometown of Jacksonville, Florida, where I still live to this day. I guess I never ended up leaving. I always seem to die here. It's not a bad thing, I don't think. There are some truly beautiful moments, like this beach. But I guess death was right. Maybe my life really isn't so unpredictable. Are you f***ing kidding me? How many f***ing Whataburgers are even in this goddamn town? I swear to God, I'm gonna burn down every single mustard slathering f***ing orange striped piece of shit. Wait, actually, you know what? Hold on. No, see the stars? That's a Hardee's. Oh, thank God. Oh my God. It's a Hardee's. Thank Christ. Oh, I was about to lose it. It's a Hardee's, thank God. Okay. I can't say I've ever been to Hardee's, but I hear they've got decent birthday cake milkshakes. But wait, no, you son of a bitch! Who are you, you fedora-wearing motherfucker? And finally, we have one more death to show you. Hope you guys had fun. Thanks for coming on this journey with me. Now, without further ado, let's take a look at number 27. This video is sponsored by Skillshare.